A child goes to a hospital and he really likes it. Oh, these nice, beautiful nurses, handsome doctors, nice furniture, playing area, toys, books. So he really likes it. He just wants to live there. And then the nurse calls his name and his mother's name, and then they go to nurse's room and she prepares an injection and pop it in his arm, and he starts screaming, man. Oh my god, he screams so loud, and he just hates it when he just hates the time when he started to like the place. And every time he comes there then and forever, he just hates the place. But this is necessary to save him from the diseases, from the horrible attacks of viruses, infections, and all these things. This is compulsory. And the same thing happens when a boy like me comes to engineering, and he really likes it because he looks around the world, is packed with gadgets and this phenomenal um, growth of technology in this world, and he just said, oh yes, I want to make a i7 or maybe i8 or i9 processor. Oh yeah, I want to make an aeroplane engine that can run on nothing, and that can be the world's lightest engine. Oh yes, I want to make a mobile that will just run on its own. I mean, he just thinks of so much things. But when he actually comes to engineering and he starts doing some work, and then they inject him with these very tough and horrible mathematics and electronics and electrical concepts and all these things, and then he realizes that what he has stepped into, what high has he actually touched. Some people just run off, they never look back, they never wanted to do engineering anymore. And some bad luck like myself and others around me, they just still want to build their dreams, they still want to make some innovations, do some work. So they stick on with these bloody injections, they keep taking them, they keep having the pain. It's just horrible. You can't enjoy anything. You wanted to watch a football match, but you can't because you have to study. Well, I do, mate, I don't care. And you can't you can't do anything. Every time you want to do anything, there's a voice inside you. Yes, mate, you could have done that. You could have studied. You could do this. You could do that. But the thing is, how long? How long? And then what happens is you get your results, and then yes, you have passed first class or maybe 2-1. Okay, and then what? It's not finished, yeah? You have to do this horrible process of getting a job. Well, this is the most horrible thing. Because you have to fill this boring application forms. Oh, what is your age? When were you born? What do you think? What do you do that? What do you do that? Anyway, let's just go back to what we were talking about, engineering. So once we are engineers, we are capable of actually doing something if we have done if we have done good at our studies, if we have learned things nice way, if we have, if we have clarified our concepts, then we are able to think something. So when we engineers, we make something, right? And we expect these things. For example, if I make a robot, and I would expect the robot to work the way I wanted it to work. For example, if I give it a sensor, so you walk and you sense some obstacle in front of you, you just stop. But what it does, it walks and it senses an obstacle, and instead of stopping, it just bashes into it, either breaks itself or broke the thing. So what would I do? Obviously, immediately I will turn the robot off and I will look back and I will see what's gone wrong with this thing. So, I mean, obviously, I've never heard that any company has anything like this, the robot evolved itself. Well, obviously, you might have guessed I'm talking about a theory of evolution because I'm an engineer, I'm a scientist, you know, I have some logical approach on different things, even though you can see very much I am religious, but that doesn't really matter because my brain and your brain, they're all the same. We think logically as an engineers. So when we make a robot, obviously we start from scratch and we do all these things. We put motors in, we put steel in, we make it with metal or anything. We put motors in, we put controllers in, we put power in, and we give it algorithms, and we make it to move, and we put sensors in, and we again put algorithms to make a decision. So everything is done by ourselves. We put things in the robot and then it does something, and if still it doesn't do something, it is our fault, it's our failure. There's nothing wrong with the robot. Whatever we have given input to the robot, it does this thing. So if it doesn't work the way we wanted it to work, we will stop it and we will rectify the problem. But if we think of ourselves, that we are not doing what we were supposed to do, what we were programmed to do, then we need to worry about it because we're really not doing what we were programmed to do. We are the predecessors of the creator, the robot creator, the amazing creator, the God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we are literally not doing the way he wanted us to do. He wanted us to be his deputies on this planet. That's why he blessed us with this wisdom, with this mind, and that's why we are the rulers of the planet, and all the other species, about less and more 18,000 different kinds, and these are under our authority, and we can deal with them the way we want. We have all the resources. The biggest resource we have is this brain. We can use this brain to do anything that these animals or birds or trees or all the things on the planet Earth cannot do. Right? So we are the super robots, and then we have been for the as far as it is concerned with this life, we have been given a certain degree of freedom for our actions. Right? If we wanted to do something good, or if we wanted to do something bad, no one can actually stop us in terms of the system. So so if I wanted to stop somebody, I would have to use my force or my words. I cannot change the program of the other person. The same way is anybody wants to anybody, like, maybe I'm confusing myself. So let's put it this way. We are super robots. We have been programmed by the creator, and we have been given a certain level of freedom. What is this freedom? We can stand on one leg. And what is the limit of the freedom? We cannot stand without legs, because we have to be obeyed. We have to obey the law of gravity. Okay, so I think I am out of words, so we will have another episode to discuss about this thing.